Happy Tuesday, everyone. It's Dory from Stampin' Always with Dory. I know I've been a little MIA recently, but summer just seems to be flying by. So many activities going on, vacations. So I decided to do some quick and cute cards for you this evening. If you've checked out my post from today on Facebook, there are new online exclusive products available. You're going to want to check those out. So I will definitely leave a link in the comments below so you can find those things. Hi, April. But like I said, I've been super busy. Haven't been doing as much stamping as normal, but just trying to spend time with all my favorite people this summer. The girls are home from college and just trying to get all the things in before everybody goes back to school and all that good stuff. So I have a product that I want to share with you. So I know some of us are exclusively card makers, and others of us kind of do a little bit of hybrid. We do a little bit of scrapbooking, and we do some card making as well. So I am in love with the Memories in Bloom. Um, this is the scrapbooking version of it, but we also have some new products. The two-tone cardstock. So you can see it's like one color on one side, one color on the other, or a lighter version on the other. I shouldn't say one color. And they have these sticker sheets. So, like I said, everybody has a birthday. Whether you choose to celebrate it or not is up to you. But um, here's the other one, Florals in Bloom. I did some cards with that a little bit ago. And it has the beautiful paper, designer series paper, has two stamp sets, bundles, pearls, all the things. But this one, let me show you. We are just going to crank out some quick and cute cards together. So this is you can see I've used some of the stickers already, but this is the sticker sheet. And so what I decided to do is cut some cardstock, white, basic white, and I use the thick cardstock for my card bases. And so this is the thick. It's just a little sturdier. And I am going to cut it at 4 1/4 by 11. And so that will give me enough, here chomping back here, to make 4 cards with you this evening. The nice thing about a white card base is you don't have to worry about the inside. So you can stamp directly with your colored ink on the inside and not have to worry about putting a white piece on the inside. Okay, so let's start creating. So this is one that I made. This is our one of our new in colors. This is our Secret C. It might be one of my favorites. So I have my 4 1/4 by 11 piece of cardstock. Looks a little dark. I'm not sure. You can see my ribbon over here. Moving around there. That's a little better. Look at that. Ta-da! Someone turned on the lights down here. So here's this one. I'm going to fold it in half. We're going to do all 4. Okay, so like I said, everybody has a birthday, so why make one card at a time? Let's make a couple together. So this one is Secret C, and this one is Strawberry Slush. So we have 1, we're going to make 4 of them. Okay, 2, just fold them right in half. I think I may have buried my bone folder. So I'm going to use my finger bone folder, okay, with my nice bright, kind of like Calypso coral nail color. And fold it in half, okay. If you guys are on, if you're joining me on Facebook, if you're joining me on YouTube, you can let me know that you're there by leaving me a comment. And so there's 4. So I am ready to crank out 4 cards. All right, so there are my 4 bases. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a sheet of cardstock. Okay, this is an easy way to do this. sometimes back to the basics are the best. So I'm gonna take my cutter. This is an older Stampin' Up! Cutter, but I'm gonna go to show you the top 4. And if I were on my big cutter, his name is Carl the Cutter, I would cut more than one sheet at a time. But so I'm going to go to 4, and I'm going to come over here to 5 1/4. Okay. And then you have 4 pieces of the colored cardstock. Okay. So I'm going to do a couple different ones, but this is our fresh freesia. And then what I did is I took a piece of designer series paper. That was my next venture, right? So I have my fresh freesia, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pair it with this piece here that has all the beautiful, and I am going to cut a 4-inch strip. So I'm going to bring it over here to the 4, and I'm going to cut it. And then I'm going to turn it again and cut it 4 again. So 1, 2, and 3. There you go. 3 pieces there. Then I'm going to find the coordinating piece that I want to go on the bottom. So that one is not quite 4, so we're not going to use that one. Let me see where my piece is that I need. I think it's over here next to me. Yep. There we go. So I like this. So see how it's still not the same. Hold on. Hold, please. Oh, you know why? Because this should be 3 3/4. That's why. That's why it's not working. Sorry. 3 3/4. But you can still get 3 of them on a sheet. Okay. This will work now. The cutting. The guillotine. Okay, so let's do this together. Hey, T. So we are going to take and we're going to layer this. Look how beautiful that is. And then we have our dark piece on the bottom there. Okay, we leave our little layer around the outside. And we're going to adhere this. Okay. And I'm going to, this is already sticky. I'm just going to stick it on my hand because I want to put this piece on first. Okay. And then we're going to attach this here, and I'll show you why. We're going to do a little trick. So we have that. And this is going to be our bottom piece. This is 1 1/4 by 3 3/4. And you're going to cover that. Isn't that pretty? Super quick and easy. All right, now I want to show you. This is my faux bow. So I'm going to take a piece of the ribbon and I'm going to pull it around to the back. So some people are like, I can't tie bows. I hate making bows. No more excuses. Back to the faux bows. All right, so we're going to go this way. We're going to flip it, and we are going to put our little piece there and our little piece there. Okay, here we go. Just throw the stuff around. Look at that. It's perfect. You can move it just a little bit. Okay, then since we have our bow on, that piece is going to go directly on top of our white piece of cardstock. So if you know anyone that has a birthday in July or August, some of my favorite people were born in August. So we have just like that. But look, see how you have that little piece there? You can take your little, I'm just going to cut with my scissors, and you can make a little, not a bow, but you're going to make like a faux knot. So the nice thing about this is you can just tie that on there, but you can also move it back and forth if you need to. Okay. You know lots of people, April. I know August seems to be a super popular month. We have 3 right in a row. We have one on the 8th, one on the 9th, and one on the 10th. It's crazy. Okay, so there's that part, right? So then I'm going to find my lovely sticker sheet, right? So guys, you don't have to do any stamping. So we could pick this one here. Nah, I don't think so. I think I'm gonna do this one right here. See this lovely little array? And I'm gonna add this over here. Okay, you can put it wherever you would like. July and August, yes. Summer is popular. All the cool kids, right? All right, so we're gonna put this here. And I would love you guys, if you're joining me on Facebook, I would love for you to share this. You can share it into your feed. All right, so here we go. So I'm kind of trying to decide how I want this to look. So I put dimensionals on the back. I love dimensionals. And we're just gonna put that over top of our ribbon. You're like, wow, Dory, might need a little something extra. So here we go. Look at all these fun words that you have at the top. Okay, so you could say, love you more. Or you could say, all things grow with love. It'd be a great wedding card. Or just for one of the great people in your life, you could let them know how amazing they are. So holy cow, April, that's a lot of birthdays. So this is a great, are you going to make them handmade cards? Because this is a great way to get some cards made with some of these here. I need some dimensionals. I have to get up here for a second. You guys know I have a small problem with dimensionals. It's a good problem, but here they are. Okay, here's my little sheet of dimensionals. And I am going to say beautiful. That's what I'm going to put on the bottom of this one. Okay, so it could be for any occasion. Maybe I don't know where I'm going to put it. I'm going to put it right there. I love it right there. Okay, so I'm going to put my dimensionals on the back like so. So I know this is sticky, but you want to raise it up a little bit. And you guys, have you heard me about my dimensionals? They're kind of like a little push-up bra. They give your card that extra oomph that it needs. Sometimes we all need a little pick-me-up. Today is one of those days for me. Not a push-up bra, just, a little bit of extra. I was having a rough day today. So we're going to put in here beautiful. I keep throwing this, but look how awesome that is. I didn't have to do any stamping. Okay. And so you could say beautiful, and you could put friend inside, whatever you wanted to. Let me see. What do I have here? Here's a great stamp set. The right words to somebody, and you could say beautiful on the outside to someone we're celebrating every single day. Like, I know a good thing when I see it, and I see lots of good things in you. And then you could put beautiful on the outside. So this one is perfect. This is one of the newer sets too. The right words. Great. Okay, so there's that one. But you guys know what we're missing? I thought I heard someone say it. Of course, we need embellishments. So we're going to take your pick tool here. And we have our little spatula. Not to be confused with the one in the kitchen. And I am just going to add some rhinestones. I love bling. Bling, bling. Okay. And so we have 1, 2. I always do them in groups of 3. I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to put that one right there. So my little triangle. So you have your bling. And it just says beautiful. All right. So we have beautiful. Look at this one. Perfect together. This one seems to have an issue too. There's no bling on this one. Goodness gracious. And I have one more that I want to make with you guys too. I'm going to show you. So we're going to add, you can also add bling like right inside of the flowers themselves. So we can do it that way too. Just like that. Perfect, right? I also make cards at work. We have a birthday. We give out birthday cards for the nurses and the staff. So these would be perfect. Celebrate you. Beautiful. I love this one. And is there one more that we want to do? There might be. Let's see. This is the one I wanted to show you. This is the first one I made, and I love it. This one is the Secret Sea, and I love these flowers. They're so pretty. Love that combo. Okay, and then I took the Summer Splash ribbon, and see how it coordinates there, just like that. Okay. But I want to show you, I did this and I already adhered my Secret Sea. So I'm going to take my little spatula. We're going to see if this is going to work. And I'm just going to use it to kind of peel away the adhesive without tearing my cardstock. So it comes in handy for more than one thing. Look at that. Perfect, right? So I'm going to take my, look at the other side. So pretty. Okay. And I promise I will be back to my regular Monday videos. We got back from vacation yesterday and I was struggling a little bit to get myself together. So hence the video today. And let's get our piece on the bottom here. Let me show you where it is. The piece that I'm looking for is, look, you have all these beautiful florals on one side, and then you have the Secret Sea on the other side, and it just seems to go very well with that. Okay, so I'm going to cut a little piece. It's going to be 3 3/4, so what we can do is just cut a 3 3/4 piece all the way down. Oh, sorry, I'm just showing you mine, right? And then I'm going to come and 1 1/4. You can cut as many of those as you would like. Okay. And we're going to put that piece there. But before we do that, we are going to tuck this lovely ribbon underneath. So this is another way that you can do it. This one is not a faux, but like I said, I forgot to do that first. So we are going to go ahead and add our adhesive there and there. Okay. And we will come back and we'll stamp on the inside. But we are going to, do you see all these cards I made in a matter of minutes? This is what makes me happy right now in my stage of life this summer. Working full time and trying to have as much fun as possible. So we're gonna put this underneath here, right? And we are just gonna tie a little knot. Okay, so this one is not gonna move like the other one did. This one's gonna stand still. This is another way that you can do that. Okay, so I put it over. I tend to put kind of on the diagonal, so I like mine off to the side. Let's see what we can say with this one. Okay, we have this. All right. And we are going to do, let's try this one. We have All Things Grow with Love. Okay, and I am going to put that, yeah, I think I want it right on top of the ribbon, just like that. Okay, like I said, we're kind of stamping on the fly tonight, so creating as we go. And we're going to use dimensionals. I love using dimensionals on these die cut adhesive, stickers, whatever you'd like to call them. Okay, so I'm going to use 3. They're double-sided, so we're going to peel off the back. Okay, and All Things Grow with Love. So we're going to put that right there. All right, it's all right, but I want to add something to it. So I have this, maybe, I don't know if I want both of these or not. I think, see, this is the fun part. You can kind of play around with these. So I'm going to put this one flat. My All Things Grow with Love. And this one is, I'm going to put this one on with dimensionals. Okay. And then of course we're going to have to put our bling on there, right? 1, 2, and 3. So we peel the back off, right? And we have our All Things Grow with Love. Okay, so see how we have the flat one, and then we have the one that is also raised up. We have our little bit of ribbon there. And then of course, what are we going to use? But some bling. These are our rhinestones. I absolutely love the rhinestones. All right. 2, and the only thing is you want to make sure you don't push this down. So it is, there we go. Okay. So here are 4 quick and cute cards that we just made. Celebrate you. All things grow with love. Beautiful. Who wouldn't love to get that card? I'm an all about just because girl. So give me a card just because. Not because it's an occasion, but just because. And perfect together. Okay. So thank you guys for joining me again. Please make sure you check out my website, doryschneider.stampinup.net. There are some great new products on there on the online exclusive. Again, this one is, hi Diane, from our scrapbooking collection. And it is on page, I lost it, page 66 and 67, the Memories in Bloom. Okay. We used the sticker sheets for that. There's so many things left, so I might sit down here and create a couple more and post them. Okay. And then the other one is the, that coordinates with it, is the Florals in Bloom. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for liking. Thank you for your comments. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your evening. And again, if you need anything, you can shop my website at any time, doryschneider.stampinup.net. And you can check out the new products. There's some Halloween stuff on there already, some Christmas stuff. If you guys are all about Christmas in July, there's some things on there for you too. So again, happy stamping. Take care, stay cool, and I look forward to creating